After that is time period of a simple pendulum of infinite length. We are going to calculate now. Time period of a simple pendulum of infinite length. If we see the formula that we derived that day, T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. So if we are talking about a length, a simple pendulum of infinite length, then time period should also be infinite, but this is not so. When a simple pendulum of infinite length is allowed to oscillate, then its time period is found to be finite, not infinite. And its time period is found to be 84.6 minutes. Its time period is found to be 84.6 minutes. So let us prove that. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. Show that time period of a simple pendulum of infinite length is 84.6 minutes. Right? So let us discuss that. We have a simple pendulum. It's oscillating like this. Suppose we take a longer length of the pendulum. Then the extreme position will be like this. We take a still longer pendulum. The extreme position will be like this. So what do you notice? Extreme position, ये जो line है, ये almost straight होती जा रही है. And if we have a simple pendulum of very large length, then this line will almost become parallel. ठीक है, ये जो एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन वाली लाइन है आप देख रहे हो, अगर आप कॉन्सेंट्रेट करिए तो दिस इज बिकमिंग पैरेलल ऑलमोस्ट फॉर लॉन्गर एंड लॉन्गर लेंथ ऑफ पेंडुलम, तो ये स्ट्रेट होती जाएगी. तो लेट अस अज्यूम एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन टू बी पैरेलल टू द मीन पोजीशन फॉर सच अ केस, राइट? So we are taking a simple pendulum of infinite length, so that's why we'll be showing mean and extreme positions parallel to each other. ठीक है, तो ये रीजन है कि why we are showing the extreme position like this. Okay, so let us mark various forces. अब ये हमारी अर्थ है, अर्थ के सरफेस पे है, right? So this is earth. Let us mark various forces on the pendulum bob when it is at the extreme position. पहले भी हमने ऐसे ही किया था, ठीक है? तो T is tension in the thread. Suppose distance between mean and extreme positions is x, and the weight is acting towards the center of earth. Now we will not show the weight vertical. You know, हम vertical क्या show करते हैं कि वो अर्थ के सेंटर तक जा रहा है ना? पर अब तो हमने अर्थ ही बना दी है, तो उसका सेंटर आपके सामने. So now you will show the weight acting towards the center of earth action. So your weight is inclined, we can resolve it into two parts. So we will resolve the weight into two parts in this case. Let us assume that this angle is theta. आप वो वाला भी ले सकते हो, आपकी choice है. So then resolve weight into two components. Mg cos theta and mg sin theta are two components of weight here. Mg cos theta and mg sin theta are two components of weight here. Okay, is the diagram clear to you? So what do you think is the restoring force here? When the pendulum bob is oscillating in this case, which force is bringing it back towards the mean position? What do you think?
दरवाजा यार, दरवाजा.
समृद्धि, बच्चे, I should mute you all, है ना? So which force is acting as the restoring force? Which is force is trying to bring the pendulum bob back towards the mean position? Yes. Any guesses? आप देख रहे हो कौन सा फोर्स एक्ट कर रहा है, इसको मीन पोजीशन की तरफ वापस लेके आ रहा है? mg cos theta component, isn't it? So we have identified the restoring force in this case also. So restoring force F is equal to mg cos theta and also with a negative sign always. So I told you in each and every example of SHM, we'll be taking negative sign and we'll be finding restoring force first of all. Okay, so F is minus mg cos theta here. Now, from this right angle triangle, if we find cos theta, ये अर्थ का रेडियस है almost, ठीक है? This is almost radius of Earth, right? तो अगर आप इस ट्राइंगल से cos theta निकालेंगे, तो what will be cos theta? It will be base over hypotenuse. This will be x over r. So let us put the value of cos theta x upon r of this triangle, and also f is equal to ma. F is equal to ma also. M gets cancelled and we get acceleration is minus g by r into x. So acceleration is directly proportional to negative of displacement. This shows that the motion of this simple pendulum is also simple harmonic. So always we'll proceed this way. And then after that, we'll find time period of oscillation. So now the time period of oscillation basic formula is 2 pi root x by a. So put this value of a, gx over r. A is gx upon r. कोई step नहीं clear है तो पूछ लेना. So x gets cancelled and we get time period 2 pi root r by g, where r is radius of Earth. पहले तो ये आ गया हमारा. So in place of t is equal to 2 pi root L by g, we get t is equal to 2 pi root r by g. See, all the steps are clear to you? Okay, students, fine. All right. So now let us put the values because we have to prove it that this is equal to 84.6 minutes. So let's find out by putting in the values 2 into pi 3.14. G is 9.8 and radius of Earth is 6400 किलोमीटर और 6.4 into 10 raised by 6 मीटर. इसको आप सॉल्व करिए. चलिए ये पहले सेकंड में आएगा, then we will divide by 60 to convert it into minutes. Yes, solve this value and tell me how much is this in second. Then divide by 60 and then tell me in minutes also. चलिए बताइए. Hurry up, solve this in your copy and tell me the value. Hurry up, I'm waiting for the answer. Yes, waiting for your answer. Hurry up, raise your hand if you have done. Yes, हिमांशु बोलो.
434.729 seconds.
हाँ कितना आ रहा है?
434.729 seconds.
I think 5000 something आएगा. चेक करो. I think 5075 सेकेंड आता है.
Okay.
हाँ 5075 सेकेंड. Then we divided by 60 and then it is approximately equal to 84.6 minutes. So yes, the time period of a simple pendulum of infinite length is finite and it's equal to 84.6 minutes. It's not infinite. So this was the last article related to simple pendulum, and that day we did so many conceptuals also of simple pendulum. So our next example is a spring. Okay. So after simple pendulum, our next example is a spring. Let us do that. If any doubt is there regarding previous lecture and today's lecture, you can ask. No doubts? Okay. So Next is time period of mass attached to an oscillating horizontal spring. First case we are taking, it is horizontal spring. Let's find time period when a mass is attached to that spring horizontally and it oscillates, right? So we have a spring, its one end is tied, it's kept on a frictionless table, and in the absence of any applied force, extension of the spring is 0. Extension in the spring is 0. ठीक है, ये अभी unextended state में, इसकी extension right now 0 है, ठीक है. Then we apply a force on it. Now we apply a force on it, it gets extended. This is our applied force. And extension in the spring is X. Suppose, so I keep one end fixed and I stretch, I apply a force from the other end. So it gets extended. This is some extension produced in the spring. Okay? And when I leave it, it will start oscillating if a mass is attached to it. Then it will start oscillating like this. We want to find the time period of oscillation. So first of all, we know from Hooke's law that there will always be a restoring force produced within the spring. So restoring force, according to Hooke's law, states that restoring force is directly proportional to displacement and minus kx. F is equal to minus kx it is. So already we know there is a negative sign in Hooke's formula. So F is equal to ma and A is minus kx by m, right? Acceleration is directly proportional to negative of displacement. Again, that shows that the motion is simple harmonic. So this indicates, this proves that motion of simple pendulum, motion of this oscillating spring is not just oscillatory, it is SHM also, because this characteristic is satisfied. We have proved this characteristic. So next step is to find its time period of oscillation. So put in the very basic formula of SHM, T is equal to 2 pi root x by A. So put this A is equal to kx by m. Put the positive value because we are having modulus here. 2 pi root x by kx upon m. Put A equal to kx upon m here. So x gets cancelled and we get 2 pi root m by k. So T is equal to 2 pi root m by k is the formula for time period of a mass attached to oscillating spring. So this is time period of oscillating spring that you are using. We also proved it dimensionally. This is the proof of formula. So for oscillating spring, the formula will be T is equal to 2 pi root m by k, and basically we will say this is 2 pi root inertia factor. Mass, you know, is directly related to inertia. So we call it inertia factor, and k is spring factor. This is spring constant, so we call it spring factor. So basically the time period of oscillating spring is 2 pi root inertia factor over spring factor. So this is our first derivation of simplest case of spring. Now we will take a vertical spring. Okay, so effect of gravity will also be there. Now we will be taking a vertical spring. Should I rub this all, or you have any doubt? You can raise hand. Yes, students, in case of any doubt, you can raise hand. No doubt at all? Okay. So, second thing. Vertical spring, give the heading now. Vertical spring. Time period of mass attached to a vertical spring now. So we have a spring freely suspended to a point. ठीक है? तो ये इसका spring constant है K. First of all, if the spring is left as such for the suppose a whole day or 2 days, it gets extended under its weight also. इसके अपने weight के अंदर, because I told you in case of vertical spring some gravity effect will also be. तो अगर हम उसको ऐसे ही suspended ही रखें तो वो खुद ही थोड़ा सा लूज हो जाएगा. After a period of time you will see कि वो थोड़ा सा लूज हो जाएगा because its own weight will be acting on it. That is also kind of force, right? So suppose because of that there is some extension produced in the spring. The extension produced in the spring is L. Suppose it gets extended by L. According to Hooke's law, restoring force will be produced because of that also. Let us call it F. So F is equal to minus KL. According to this, F is equal to minus KL. Right? Now we attach a mass to it. अब हम इसके साथ load connect कर देते हैं. We attach a mass to it now. Right? तो अब तो इसमें extension बहुत ज़्यादा produce हो गई जब हमने इसमें mass attach किया. Otherwise it was like this only. तो इतनी ज़्यादा extension produce हो रही है. You can see the comparison. तो इतनी ज़्यादा extension produce हो रही है when we apply more load to it. Right? तो अब हम actually force apply कर रहे हैं. We apply load to it. This is the load, applied load. Okay, and further it gets extended. अब थोड़ा और पहले से extend हो गया, काफी extend हो गया पहले से. ठीक है? So now the extension produced is X suppose. Now the extension is X suppose and the restoring force is F dash. So once again we apply Hooke's law. So F dash can be written as minus KL plus X. Total extension is L plus X. ये इतनी यहाँ से हुई. Total extension is L plus X. So what is the net restoring force? Net restoring force. That will be F double dash, let us say. So that is F dash minus F minus KL plus X minus L. So minus KL and plus KL get cancelled and again we are left with F is equal to minus KX. Ultimately, we are again getting the same equation. Whether it's a horizontal spring or a vertical spring, we are getting ultimately the same equation. That F double dash is minus KX. Okay. So again put F is equal to MA, M is the mass attached and A is minus K by MX. Acceleration is directly proportional to negative of X. That indicates it is SHM. आगे सारे step same है. Then we find the time period of oscillation 2 pi root X by A. We put the value of A here. That is KX over M. X gets cancelled and we get again the same formula. So always for an oscillating spring, the formula will remain the same. T is equal to 2 pi root M by K. Always remember this formula. T is equal to 2 by root m by k है. ठीक है? So have a look at the whole derivation. Is it clear to you? कोई doubt? If any step is not clear, you can ask. So we have so many conceptual questions also based on this. एक question लिखिए, exercise का ही है. Write down a question on this springs. Write down a wristwatch wound with a spring. एक wristwatch है जिसमें spring से वो चलती है, key है उसमें. A wristwatch with a wound spring. A wristwatch with a wound spring falls from the top of a mountain. Mountain से गिर जाती है नीचे. ठीक है? Falls from the top of a mountain. Falls from the top of a mountain. Will it give correct time on reaching the ground? Will it give correct time on reaching the ground? तो पहुंचने पे क्या ये करेक्ट टाइम दे रही होगी कि नहीं दे रही होगी? Will it give correct time when it reaches the ground? अब वो वाले आंसर्स तो छोड़ दो, वो आंसर मत देना कि ये बचेगी नहीं, ये तो टूट जाएगी, है ना? We have these things. Suppose ये टूटी नहीं, ठीक है? Yes, समृद्धि.
Yes, the watch will give the correct time as the time period is not depending upon the acceleration due to gravity.
Yes, because we have seen that time period of spring depends upon mass factor and spring factor. It does not depend upon acceleration due to gravity. So when it is falling freely because of you can say weightlessness, it will give correct time. ठीक है? तो उससे g की वेरिएशन से इसमें कोई भी इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा. So that's why yes, the watch will give correct time during free fall also and when it reaches the ground safely then also. All right. So next is we come to combination of springs. अब एक नहीं, हमारे पास दो springs हैं, ठीक है? तो अब वो springs we can connect in series also, we can connect in parallel also, it's in some other way also. So let us see how the time period gets affected then. So combination of springs, let us do now. Time period of a combination of two springs connected in parallel. So we have now two springs connected in parallel to each other, like this, to a common ceiling. One is having another spring constant K1, another is having different spring constant K2, and their mass is attached to both of them in common. So now these springs are in parallel, connected in parallel. एक की हो सकता है flexibility ज़्यादा हो, दूसरे की कम हो. Means they have different spring constants. So when a load is attached, what do you say? Will they get extended through different amounts or will the extension be same in them? क्या आप expect करते हो? Extension same होगी, क्योंकि जब हम mass attach करेंगे एक load common, तो दोनों same distance के through stretch होंगे. So extension is same in parallel combination. ठीक है? Extension is same here. और क्योंकि f is equal to minus kx होता है, ठीक है? तो ये जो अगर k different है, x same है, then restoring force will be different. Restoring force, however, will be different. इसका F1 है, इसका F2 है, but since they will be acting in the same direction, in the opposite direction of displacement, in the opposite direction of stretching, they will be in the different direction. So we can write F1 is minus K1x and F2 is minus K2x. Though extension is same, but because of different spring constant, different restoring forces will be produced in them. Different restoring forces will be produced in them. Okay, so what is the total restoring force? अब यहाँ पे net नहीं total आएगा क्योंकि because both the restoring forces are acting in the same direction. So total restoring force F1 plus F2 will be minus K1x minus plus minus minus K2x. Let's take minus common, K1 plus K2x. This is equation number 1. So if we compare it to the standard equation, F is equal to minus Kx and compare both the equations, then K is effective spring constant. So effective spring constant in parallel combination, please note down a formula for this also, because you may have numericals on basis of this. ठीक है? तो अगर springs parallel में लगाए हैं, तो what to do with the spring constants? So effective spring constant will simply be the sum of individual spring constant. जैसे हम resistances का करते थे 10th में, तो इसका भी हमारे पास फॉर्मूला आ गया कि effective spring constant कैसे निकालेंगे. Like we used to calculate equivalent resistance, same way we will be calculating equivalent spring constant, right? So this is effective K. Let's come back to equation number 1. So F is equal to MA is minus K1 plus K2x. A is minus K1 plus K2 over M into X. Acceleration is directly proportional to negative of displacement. Again that shows this is as SHM. वो तो हमने कर लिया proof कि दो springs भी connect करेंगे parallel में, ये भी SHM ही होगी. But we ultimately want to find the time period. In this case, how it gets changed. So let us again use the basic formula. T is equal to 2 by root x by k. Means x by a. So put this value of a minus k1 plus k2x over m here. 2 pi x k1 plus k2 x over m. X gets cancelled and we are left with t is equal to 2 pi root m by k1 plus k2. So in the formula also, in place of k we are getting just k1 plus k2. So this is how our formula will get modified. K is k1 plus k2. K will be k1 plus k2. So two things you have to note: effective spring constant and then effective spring constant we put here. So in place of k earlier, we get k1 plus k2. Yes, any doubt from the article? Any doubt from this derivation? You can ask. Dekh lijiye all the steps. So in all the examples, we are following the same strategy. We are finding the restoring force. We are putting a negative sign with it. And then we are proving that A is proportional to minus X. This is SHM. Then we find the time period of oscillation in each case. Okay, we find the time period of oscillation next. Is that okay? Clear है बच्चे? कोई doubt है तो पूछ सकते हो.